Next section is the focus navigation section. We've been in note mode for a while. The other button is session. And actually, if you're in note mode and hold down session, you can momentarily get into session, launch some clips, and then go back into note mode. So in session mode, usually we'll have clips here. So if I record something, let me record something real quick. So like we said, this is the record button right here. Now that my performance is played back, now that my performance is playing back, as I said, you can go into session and see your clip playing. If you add a scene, you could launch it from one right here. And I believe that a person at Ableton told me that they wanted to make sure that you don't accidentally stop anything, so you have to press shift to stop all clips. We'll go more in depth with note mode and session mode and the drums as the days go on. The next two things here are shift and select. These are modifiers for a lot of things with the push. And I'll also be talking about some of the different modifiers like we saw about stopping all clips. And here's the navigation. It allows you to get around tracks and to navigate up and down scenes and a few other things. Right now we're on that horn 1 deep mono, but if we go over, that flute is over here. So that's how you navigate around. We've talked a little bit about some of the workings of the buttons and encoders up here. These encoders up here are touch sensitive, just like the ones in the tempo section. The encoders and these select and state buttons change, as you saw in the scales mode, based on different things that you select over here. Like we have volume. This is how you change your volume for all the tracks in your session. This is also selecting the record arm for the tracks. This is track on and off. If we go over to the pan and sends, you can still select your tracks. Next is track level, so it gives you a detailed view of everything having to do with that track up here, but still allows you to change the tracks that you're selecting. And the on and offs are still there as well. This is clip mode right over here. Right now we're in that horn line that I just played. As you can see, there's a loop start and a position length loop on that you could change. And it's got the clip name, which is very nice. And there's some modifiers that we'll talk about at a later time. Here's the device view. This allows you to select your different devices in a track and be able to edit them from push. So I get a compressor and this amp and then the bass. So I can set all of those there. And then if you have racks, you will be able to navigate down and up in there. Keeping you away from the computer. Next is the browse. If you're on a track that doesn't have anything in it, or if you want to change what you have, you can come here and do the same as what we did with add track. Lastly, this whole row here is essentially like the master fader. You have your master volume. If you press shift, as you can see, you get a cue. If you click on master, it puts you in the actual master track, and then you can add different effects and things. please go to my Patreon page if you like this series, and you can support by sponsoring videos, and there's more information on the link below. Once again, this is Josh Spoon, 30 Days of Ableton Push, and I'll see you tomorrow.